EPA meteorologist Bobby Martin here with your outlook for December 8th, 2021. The Wednesday video forecast is sponsored by the Walters and Zirinsky team at Keller Williams Real Estate with over 20 years of real estate experience serving not only the Lehigh Valley and Pocono region, but also portions of Berks, Bucks, Carbon, Monroe, and Schuylkill counties. Reach out to the Walters Zirinsky team at Keller Williams Real Estate to get your up-to-the-minute local real estate forecast on inventory, market conditions, current rates, and pricing, and see for yourself what Michael and Sarah can do for you and find out what sets them apart in the real estate industry. They can be reached at 610-867-8888, proud sponsors of the Wednesday forecast video. So Wednesday, this is the day that we're expecting a few snow showers, right? This has really fallen apart over the last couple of days. There was modeled to be some really big snows at some point. And then we were noting in the videos that we've been doing for the past couple of days that these two streams are going to stay separate. You have a weak wave down here, and then you have the northern stream energy rotating through. It's really the northern stream energy that's going to get some snow shower activity for most of us. The southern stream might clip southern Delaware and southern New Jersey on the way out, but it doesn't really look like it's going to be much there. And temperatures are going to be rather marginal there, too. So there's a little bit in question of whether or not that's going to materialize down there. But there is some snow shower activity that's going to move across the region today. It'll just be intermittent, which means not all the time, stop and start, snow showers and flurries. And then there's not really a lot of accumulation. And if we look over to the, this evening's run of the RGEM, which has been pretty consistent over the last couple of runs, showing up here in the far northern parts of the state where it's colder, maybe a little bit more precipitation involved with that. You could get maybe generally a coating to 1 inch up in these areas. That would be areas of elevation. And there could be some stickage to the roads because it might be, at least initially, because they're going to have some colder temperatures, at least starting the day. And then once it warms up, that should be okay. The rest of us, generally, coatings. That's all you're looking at. Maybe coating to as much as a ½ inch, but I wouldn't really expect much of that. And if we're talking about non-paved surface accumulations for the vast majority of the region that do see it. And then here's that little strip right down here in southern New Jersey, and southern Delaware, where you might have on the northwest fringe of that low as it passes by. Here's that low I want to show you real quick here. You can see a little bit right here where it's trying to put on the northwest fringe of this low. This is the one system. Here's the northern stream energy. The two are remaining separate. And because of that, we're not getting we're not getting an organized system here. This is a very weak, sheared out, progressive wave, and that's all it is, okay? So it's not a big deal. We do have a map on weather alerts for that, but it's, it's exactly what I just told you. You can take a look at that if you want, but it's really not exciting, folks. It's not. It's just, it is what it is. And this is the only chance you're going to have for any kind of snow for a couple weeks, it looks like, because we're heading into a very, just an absolutely awful pattern for any wintry weather heading forward. So here's the reason why. We look at the upper air at 500 millibar, which is up at 18,000 feet. Okay, you have all this cold air that's sitting over Alaska and far northwestern Canada. Okay, this is going to end up slipping down toward the west coast like this, in this manner here. So we do have, it's kind of like one of those what goes up must go down things, like a roller coaster. So you have all this deep trough building here. That means the ridge on this side is going to build up. And on a ridge, you get some very warm temperatures relative to average, and that's what's going to end up happening. So as I move this forward here, watch these heights increase. Look at that. As this dives down off the west coast of the United States, you get this big ridge in the center of the country. Now, it's going to be very ridiculously anomalously warm out here in the Central Plains. Our area is going to see pieces of that at times. We're not going to be ridiculously above average, except for a few days ahead of cold fronts. So we have a cold front coming through Saturday, and some areas are going to get into the mid-upper 60s. Maybe even somebody touches 70 degrees on Saturday before that front moves through. It's a very short period of time, though, so it's not really like this is indicative of what's going to happen all week, because it's not. We're going to have make a run at well into the 60s to near 70 in a few spots here on Saturday before that front moves through. Once it moves through, we kind of remain slightly above average. So we go from extremely above average to just slightly above average in the several days that follow that. Then we have another spike that comes in late week toward the weekend. Probably not 70 again, but you get these spikes that come in. Here's the heights. Look at that. Just the heights just increase and then that is going to lead to warmth. Here's what it looks like on the surface map as far as temperatures are concerned. Look at these temperatures. Some of these temperatures here are some 20 to 30 degrees above normal out in the Central Plains. Now, a piece of this is going to move through our region. We're going to get these reds, not those whites, but the reds are still plus 10 to plus 15. So they're going to be pretty warm once we get out here toward the end of next week again. After we have that spike Saturday, we go back to slightly above average. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we start to increase again toward the end of the week for a couple days. Okay, this goes right into at least early next weekend, and then we just kind of remain near to slightly above average after that point, generally slightly above average. At the very end of the loop here, it's actually the 21st. It says 12. It ends the 22nd here, but it's the 21st. You can see, watch this, the cold up here in northwest Canada. Look where it's going at this point. It's heading southeast. Okay, so there is an end time in sight. And we had this outlined under long range. There's going to be a transition during that week of Christmas, or a couple days leading up until Christmas. So the 21st, it's looking like maybe through the 22nd or maybe even 23rd, you're going to have temperatures generally slightly above to at times very highly above average, like Saturday. Okay, it's going to be isolated when that happens, but you're going to have an extended warmer period there, a milder period, and that is not conducive for snow. And it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. You can complain all you want. I don't care. Don't blame me. Okay, so here it is what it is. This is not a very good pattern, but all this is waiting up here in northwest Canada here at the end of this run, and this is diving southeastward. So the hope is that by the time we get to maybe Christmas Eve or Christmas Eve itself, we start to take temperatures back a step, and then we head back down to average or maybe even slightly below just after that, in between Christmas and New Year's. So that's our next storm signal period. If you're going to see snow, I think it's going to be between Christmas and New Year's in that week there. So that's probably our next opportunity. So it's going to be a little while before we see that. This system moves through. We have a warm front moving through on Friday night. Could be a few showers with this. Don't get too excited with that. There's really not too much rain involved with that. But here's the next cold front. And again, ahead of this cold front on Saturday, temperatures are going to soar, and we're going to get up into well into the 60s in some areas. In our southeastern areas in the Delmarva may reach 70 degrees before this moves through. Just for a few hours, and then it cuts through. Temperatures drop back behind it again considerably on Sunday. We're back down into the 40s again. And there could be some breezy conditions with this front too, following the frontal passage, as is the case with most times when you go from very warm to cooler. And then we're just kind of hanging slightly above average Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. It's very dry, though, for this entire period. Another one front trying to come through here in the middle of next week. But so this is going to be a theme. You're going to have the warmer temperatures, and you see this big high off the southeastern U.S. coastline. This is great if you're looking for hazy, hot, and humid conditions in the summertime. It's not good if you're looking for snow in the month of December. So this month is not looking good for snow. Whatever you get today, you're not going to see it again probably till the end of the month at the earliest. And it's going to be a while till we get there, but we'll just at least say most of this period is dry except for this cold front. We might have something we're dealing with at the very tail end of next week possibly, but it is what it is. So just enjoy the warmer temperatures while you have them, because that might turn around again once we head into late month and into January. I'm EPA meteorologist Bobby Marchus. That is your outlook for December 8th, 2021. Have a great Wednesday.